Join me once again, Jeffrey Kabusa, in this edition of Business Digest. Earlier this year, the country experienced devastating floods that left most communities economically vulnerable. Mapanga Cooperative, situated near Chonde in Mulanje, was hit hard as it lost almost all its beehives during the heavy downpour. As McDonald Chiwawa reports, the cooperative received a boost in the arm when 5 Talents Office Inc., a Japanese honey importing firm, donated beehives to the cooperative to kickstart the honey-making business. Chiwawa also explores how One Village, One Product efforts are bearing fruits in this report.
Earlier this year, the country was hit by devastating floods. Lives and property got lost in the process. Operations of some businesses stalled while the focus on the market shifted to rescue efforts and immediate support to those affected by floods. Mapanga Cooperative, situated at Chonde in Mulanje, produces, processes and markets honey to Japan. The cooperative had its share of the catastrophe as 500 of its beehives got washed away, affecting operations of the business to almost closing shop. But the good news is here. A Japanese firm, Office 5 Talents Inc., that imports all of the cooperative's honey and related products, is handing over 50 beehives to the cooperative as a way of restoring part of the lost beehives and enabling the cooperative to kickstart the honey-making business. President of Office 5 Talents Inc., Yukio Mizuno, said honey produced in Malawi has the potential of fetching good prices in many countries across the globe. The beehives were donated by Japanese consumers of Malawi's honey. This kind gesture is a direct response to support recovery efforts of honey producers that were affected by the floods. The Japanese firm said it will continue offering technical support to the cooperative so that honey producers and surrounding communities should benefit from the relationship.
最高に効果的なドネーションだったと考えてさせていただきました。
He thought that it can continue, keep selling it. If it is food or cash, one time finish. But if it is a beehive, they can prepare bee honey and continue to export to Japan. That's the reason. It will give the people 5 years or 10 years, keep the money coming back from Japan. That's the reason to choose Beehive.
なんていうんだ。16万。
It is about 160,000 Japanese yen. That is about 500,000 kwacha.
This initiative is also being supported by government through the One Village, One Product OVOP program. In her remarks, National Coordinator for OVOP, Kamiya Kalumasulumba, thanked her Japanese counterpart for the timely donation.
What I can say is that we're very grateful to our Japanese counterparts by providing the communities with the beehives. Because in providing them with the beehives, it means they want to revive their economic activity, which should be able to sustain their livelihoods. This is much more important to us because it means the communities will be put back on their feet other than just giving them assistance that would have assisted them maybe just for a day or two. By providing the communities with the beehives, because in providing them with the beehives, it means they want to revive their economic activity, which should be able to sustain their livelihoods. this is much more important to us because it means the communities will be put back on their feet other than just giving them assistance that would have assisted them maybe just for a day or two.
We understand OVOP started way back in 2003. Maybe what are some of the issues on the ground that you're doing to empower rural communities?
We are working with the rural communities to enhance the issues of value addition. As you may be aware that OVOP focuses on value addition, and Malawi being an agricultural country, we want to encourage communities to add value to their locally produced raw materials, because in adding value, you're actually adding the value of the product itself. But at the same time, you are also managing the post-harvest management. As you are aware that a lot of our agricultural produce, they go to waste because of challenges in managing them after harvesting. So when you add value, you add the shelf life of the product itself so that you're able to sell at an opportune time other than being forced to sell immediately because the produce is going to go to waste.
Surumba also said there is substantial progress on the ground as regards One Village, One Product program since its inception in the country.
We have groups which are producing cooking oil from sunflower and as well as groundnuts. We have a good number of the honey groups which are scattered throughout the country. We have some groups which are producing rice, processing it, packaging it and bringing it to shops. We have groups which are into cutting and polishing gemstones, just to mention a few. In total, we have at the moment about 101 groups. For those communities who have not yet embraced the OVOP movement, I would really encourage them to come on board, because to embrace the concept, you don't really have to maybe to belong to OVOP, but just to borrow the concept. Because with OVOP, you're looking at a product which has a comparative advantage in a particular area, concentrate on that, and then once you produce that product, you add value so that you bring it to the market. As a result, you're able to realize more from that product instead of just trying to produce all sorts of products which may be of little value. So I would really encourage as many Malawians as possible to embrace the OVOP concept.
One Village, One Product OVOP program is a community-centered and demand-driven regional economic development approach originated in 1970s in Japan. For Business Digest, this is McDonald Shuwaila.